Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Seraphina, a Dungeons and Dragons 5e campaign that I play with my friends, and these are my friends. Gosh, you're such an enthusiastic bunch this evening. Right, so last we left off, you returned
I'm
back
going to set
to
fire to the
Silver
town.
Fern with Alen, imprisoned and quite frankly disguised as a sack of shit, quite literally. On
There
the
was no
back
disguise,
of
he was already a sack
the
of shit.
horse. Yeah, well, yeah. On the back of a horse you commandeered when you went off in pursuit of Alen, who had absconded with Nicknack in search of Nazum's corpse and a particular pendant. Upon catching them and returning back with Nazum reborn and returning back to the town, you were told to immediately return to the council chambers to speak to Veyla and essentially try to sort out all this mess.
Right.
Turns out Veyla was the orchestrator of
The mastermind behind it all.
even the graffiti, the framing of Doran, certain things, the sowing seeds of discontent and distrust even in herself, so that she could almost play the victim in a way. This all became apparent when you entered the office and you found Lynx in a cage. Lynx, who you sent off with a message for reinforcements and support and help when you got to Grovewatch, and help never came.
Lynx
Also,
turned
Teely.
up with Veyla, didn't it? So help me! Puts it in the cage.
Whether you returned or whether you didn't, either way, it was going to work out in Veyla's favour.
And also that damn bird.
Yes, Teely was present, and Teely's true form suddenly became very aware when you realised, as combat ensued, when offers were declined, persuasions were failed, and Teely revealed their form to be none other than Veyla's lunar sphinx.
Ugly.
Combat ensued. You were trapped within Veyla's office. The
Bird was a cat,
doors
betrayed.
were closed shut. Spells were flung left, right, and centre. The lunar sphinx seemed to be more of a problem than Veyla herself, due to some very poor saving throws on her part. She was subdued quite quickly, and the lunar sphinx was taken out before it could deal any permanent damage to any members of our party.
Just too funny. As she kept running past, I just kept stabbing her.
Upon investigation of the desk, we found out that there was a trigger switch that locked the doors, which enabled you to unlock the doors. In reaction to all the commotion and the calling out from Luck into the main corridor, Alayer and Mara had ran out into the main corridor and then through across to the office. And as the doors swing open and are unlocked, Mara and Alaire stand aghast as they see a office in ruins and Veyla pierced with a dart through the throat from behind on the floor, dead. And that's where we pick up, folks.
Is it Nazum reborn, or is it just new Nazum?
It's just Nazum, but Nazum's just back with some added features. It's just new Zoom.
N-U.
New Zoom.
Like new metal.
New Zoom.
New Zoom.
No, it's neither. It's just a Zoom.
It's just Nazum.
No, man. I don't think he had a... Were you buried with an apple seed in your in your belly or something? It just happened.
Don't know. This is not the time. We've got to...
Alayer and Mara stand there while you're having this conversation.
Even the Zoom realizes it's not the time. And for the Zoom to realize
I'm just
that's
doing
a lot.
this.
Yeah.
Now remind me, who has the pendant? Because some investigation checks and some searching had been done, and an unseen servant had swiped the pendant. So I believe
has
is
the
it
pendant.
Nazum? So Nazum is currently in hold
The
of
hand
the
has
pendant,
it.
and then there was also a book, wasn't there?
I got the book.
And you've got the book. Wonderful. Fantastic. So we're going to jump in, and Mara and Alayer are stood there, aghast at the door. Is anybody going to say anything?
Hey, we got them.
Nicknack, shut up. Matt, I
And
love
also,
you. Nicknack, shut up.
Alen is unconscious once again on the floor.
I will guide my mage hand and tuck it just behind the desk out of sight with the pendant still in it because it hasn't come to me. It was kind of floating ethereally in the middle.
You picked it up. You said
I did it at the end of the session.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. So it's on me then. Sorry. I didn't put it in my inventory. I didn't put it in my inventory. It's
Because there
probably
was an unseen servant going for it, then yeah, I wasn't
unseen
sure what...
servant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shall put it in my...
Would you believe us if I told you this isn't what it looks like?
Then please tell me what it looks like.
Oh, what the gods!
Turns out Alen wasn't the brain.
I swear to God, my life keeps getting more and more complicated.
I don't know. I just came. Protect friends. Yes. Yes.
Protect against what?
Ugly fly cat. Bird.
What, a cat?
Okay, anyone here knew that Veyla could do magic? Because that would have been very nice to know.
I'm sorry, what?
Nobody knew Veyla could do magic. Okay.
Warlock.
Luck?
Warlock.
You have a very small amount of time to explain to me what has happened right now.
Luck, you have the words. You know these people best. Tell them, please. Before we all get put in stinky cells or murdered by a rope.
Veyla was the one that had the plan. Because Alistair wouldn't listen when the scout came. Did you know about the scouts? Sorry, Luke.
Everybody knows about the scouts, Luck.
Did you know they were coming near town and didn't tell me?
They come every so often. They come everywhere ever so often.
Veyla became paranoid.
Left, right, and centre off to the university. It happens every so many years. Children that display abilities, but it is rare. I can't remember the last time we had somebody who was taken to the university.
Oh, really?
A lot less rare than we thought. What you thought?
Yep. You just give her the page. Give her the book.
Yeah, ghost babies you got.
Not just ghost babies.
He became paranoid because of the scouts. She tried to tell Alistair. Her obsession over Lunara took over, and I don't know who or what got her to make a deal with it. But she gained magic from it, and she enrolled her husband and our dear captain of the guard. Well,
why was
ex-captain.
Veyla keeping the children from the university?
Runes, protective runes, if I read that right.
But why?
Does anyone here actually trust the university?
No! don't.
Don't know it.
Never.
It's like the changeling. I don't fucking like them.
Don't know it. What do they do at the university?
They don't call
They've
magic
taken
stuff.
magic
Mm.
ever since. Oh, for the last
They
so many
experiment on
centuries
magic
now.
users.
They don't.
What?
They don't.
Just
The
like-
university are here to collect talents all around the world because since the RSMR are losing their grace, well, the university and so in the celestial cities are sending down. So they want more and more. So they go out in the world and just take children
That's
away.
right.
Some are losing their powers.
Look, I'm not. I've never been to a celestial city. I don't know what they're like. You're the first Asima I have ever seen or met. But as far as I'm aware from my teachings, from me being a young girl and what my parents told me, the universities were built after the Ascension War and when the diminishing began. And magic was becoming so rare in the world, had to look after, they had to guide, they had to train. They went out, they found children that were showing adeption in magic or natural magics or whatever magic they had, and they brought them into the fold at the university to train them, keep them safe, and make sure that their powers weren't make sure their powers were wielded and not released upon the world.
Sounds horrid.
No. That's not what's going on. They're taking children because they're too scared. They're building an army. That's what they are doing.
Why? Fight
It's
what?
like a giant.
To fight what? Why build armor? Me think Veyla may want to look after own kind. Harbor. Keep safe. Keep for themselves.
Or there's that, or she could be like sort of, doing her own experiments in the like Temple of the Loon thing at the Grove.
Ah, what's that about? Got the thing, want to look. Do you know?
We wouldn't know because someone killed her.
Ask Alen when he
Just go have
wakes
a
up.
look.
Oh, looks frozen.
We can always go look.
True.
We got.
There you go.
Do you know? Because am I right that all these people here, those two that were present, have been in the grove when it was glowing?
Yeah, I think.
DM.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Mara was the one on the stone. Is that right?
No.
No.
Veyla
It was Veyla was on the stone. Okay, but these people were there mourning, weren't they?
Mhm.
Am
It
I
was a
right?
vigil for Garrett's character law.
Yeah, I wasn't there though. So, do you know the grove?
We could just go up to the Grove and have a look. We got the key.
Ugh.
Hold on. I think we're all skipping the part where Veyla is now dead.
Yes.
Yes.
We would
Basically,
guard things.
Luke,
they
I pushed Nicknack forwards with my foot. Explain.
basically when we entered the office and we saw that Link was in a cage, I started to ask myself a question about how Veyla was being honest with us.
She told me she had that thing in a cage because it was flying around the town unchecked. It was making people nervous.
It makes me real noises too. Yes.
I'm going to pick the message that I gave Link, and I'm going to give it to Mara.
It's
And
not there. The message isn't there.
where's the message?
Fireplace.
Okay, do I see it? Is it around? Can I make a check for it?
This
Yeah. Nobody's checked the body yet.
This cat
I don't think.
was sent to get help, right, Nicknack?
Yeah, was sent to find Liam to carry the message.
Yes, Liam. Liam is good.
Agreed.
Liam, not so hot on counting, but Liam's good. But trust Liam. But
And
trust Liam?
basically,
I like Liam.
and basically, after hypothetically telling us that she knew about the temple of Lenara in the grove, that she knew what was going to happen, and that she more or less commanded all those murders. If we wanted to join her into protecting the town.
So you're trying to tell me she had her own mentor killed to prove a point, and when it didn't work, she got all the guard to head off to find non-existent people. They killed Alistair, making her the highest ranking member. And then what? She sent you after Alistair to kill, after Corbin to kill Corbin, and leaving her to rule the town. Is that what you're telling me?
No, she didn't send us to kill Corbin. We saw the guards running after they set fire to the city, and then went AWOL, which admittedly, bad decision. Also, Luke.
Yeah.
Can I look at Veyla and see if I can find an arcane focus on her?
Yeah.
Pretty good way to say magic if I find a wand.
I mean, it could be anything. Could be a stone, could be wand.
Yeah, but magic shit on her saying she wasn't a wizard, then why the hell she got this?
Yep. Bear with me. Make me a investigation check then.
Could I lend a hand? Because as the magic person here, I would probably know what it looks like.
How are you doing this? Because you're in the middle of a conversation and you're now going to approach the body and start rifling through the body.
To each other.
Oh yeah, I would be too distracted for that. Yeah.
Also 15.
15. Okay.
Looking for magical nonsense.
You know they kill in the Zoom. I'll look at two.
What?
Lenara has been dead.
For some reason, the grove made him reborn.
Yeah, there's a new patch of Silver Fern by Grove Watch Bastion. We should probably check on that.
A new patch of ferns?
Yeah, where we buried Nazum. Morgrove.
Yeah. I know the forest. The forest knows the forest through my body. Look. And I will poke part of my arm with a sharp claw. And it's part of the wooden part, and I just dig it in like that. And then a small little plant goes out, like to heal in the space.
Yeah, it turns out he's part Silver Fern. Didn't know that.
You a druid?
What?
I take it you're not then.
What's druid mean?
Druids are they from the Feywild?
No. From Cage. Come from Cage.
Okay. Mara, can you go and get Thomas? And can you get him to come to my office? Can you also release Doran from his cell, and can you bring him to my office as well?
Did I find any magical shit on thingy?
As you
Veyla.
trawl through to pockets of Veyla, you notice something specific about the robe that she's wearing. It is inlined with silver fern. Make me an Arcana check, please.
Like a guard cloak.
Yes, but it's almost as if the very threads that are tying keeping this robe together.
Oh, okay.
Now, Arcana
Have
isn't one of the good
elements
ones,
of silver fern
so
in
I'm
them.
going to try my best.
I mean, you can still ask us later.
You.
Hey! 19.
Oh.
19.
'Cause I said we
Her
believe
cloak
in you.
is.
I just rolled really high.
Yep, her robe is inherently magic. There's something magic about her robe. It is a magical item.
Okay.
You also find a small silver orb. So, you know, one of those baubles that Doran would make, and you saw them in the marketplaces. Those little silver fern balls and trinkets that glowed in the night sky, and some people were holding them instead of candles when they took them to
And I went
the
through an
vigil.
entire contest
You
to try and
find-
win one.
You find one of them. You find a forgery kit. And, well, you've already found the book. There seems to be a loose bit of parchment in one pocket and a vial of ink.
The rest of it's just random pocket things.
Yeah.
So you believes us? Yes.
Ayla?
Alayer.
Alayer?
Alayer and Mara, is that right?
Alayer, yeah.
Alayer.
Yeah? Are you good with magic?
Alair. No.
The
What's
robe's
going on?
magic.
Sorry.
Her robe is magic.
What do you
I
mean it's
see.
magic?
It's glowing.
It's made with fur.
This is what I have a guard cloak. It's different. I just hold up my guard cloak and then look down at it and be like, not the same.
Is it?
Alayer, do you allow me to have a look?
You can see she's incredibly unsure. This whole situation is very trepidatious. She is internally wrestling with what the right course of action to do is right now.
Alayer,
Yeah.
it's fine. If you don't want to, it's your examination,
Nothing-
it's your investigation.
Nothing about this is fine.
I'm aware.
In the space of just over a week, this town has turned on its head.
Muted.
I was here for a holiday.
Alen's still alive.
He is. I knock him out.
This is what's going to happen. You are all going to leave.
Yeah.
And you are not going to come back to this town. Alen is going to be taken into custody and charged with the murder of his partner Veyla. And Veyla, and no one in this town will know if Veyla was responsible or not for any of this. The buck stops with him. He will be hung. And you all must leave.
Doesn't sound like justice.
And I will pick up the pieces of this town.
I mean, at least Alen's getting hung.
Shut up.
I'm trying.
All of you.
I'm trying.
Shut up.
Look, I will give you a day to pack your things, settle your affairs with your home. But I need you all to leave. And she turns away and she walks towards her office and closes the door behind her.
We must return to the friends.
Is she still here?
No,
We
she's...
will.
Okay. Nizoom, you still
Yes.
have that pendant, right?
There's like a little force brings it up over the edge of the desk.
Would you like to go exploring? Or do you think we should collect all our things and then go exploring?
How is Luck feeling right now?
She's trying to appear very composed. I mean, actually, let me roll for deception because she's trying to keep up appearance here.
I believe we have some evidence, but not enough. I've got passive of 12.
Yeah, I think all of you may see it now. That
You reckon Nicknack will?
I rolled an 8.
Nicknack notices.
As you're all sitting there talking about the pendant and how shall we go and have an
Being a little
shall we go and have a
sociopathic.
look at the temple? Nizum, you notice it first, and then Ellie, you kind of look up, and finally Nicknack, and you realise that Luck is not okay.
Okay.
That there is a severe look of loss
How does
on
it?
her face.
I'm curious. How does it affect like your aspect of an Aasimar? Because I mean, Aasimar are like slightly like glowy. I always imagine, or their skin has a radiance. Like what tone happens to your kind of? How does
So-
Nizum notice? What does Nizum see?
It's not her skin. In daytime, it's her hair. She has very white hair that kind of reflects light. Her light looks like as if it just had snuffed out, basically. She's not glowing. She's not smiling, making a face. Well, at least she's trying not to make a face. Her eyes are wet. And she has a slight tremor in her fingers.
I will. What does it mean by Aasimar power change fade? You said.
Sorry?
You said Aasimar change. Aasimar power go. You said this. You said this. Explain. What do you know?
The Aasimar are dying.
Why?
Because we've lost our grace. We've
Why?
abused it. That's my best guess. We're falling from grace with the goddesses. Because the celestial cities are but a shell of what they were supposed to be.
Is that where he's from? From the celestial cities? You? You, luck.
All Artemis are.
Huh? Why are you here?
Personal reasons.
Ah. You fell out with them? You come to nice place. You see nice place, you try and make better. You did okay. You did good. Not your fault. Don't hold on your shoulders. These people is not good. They're like not want to be how this is working. Everyone has got greed. Doesn't listen. Doesn't hear the song.
This is their fault.
Mm-hmm. Good.
No, you don't understand. It's not the fault of the town, nor it is the fault of Veyla. It's the fault of those who are up there, looking down on the people here, walking the earth of this planet, this blessed planet, and they are ruining everything good.
You can't blame sky beasts for what people does down here. We has will, we has control, we has
think so?
decisions.
If the scout went there, this wouldn't have happened.
That's not from gods. That's from city. That is from mortal. You
That's
mortal.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
What?
You guys don't listen. I told you not to kill her, you did. I told you not to cause trouble, you did. I didn't want you guys here. We didn't need outsiders.
Mm.
And now I've lost my home a second time.
What would have happened if we was not here? Play that storyline out in your head. Describe to me exactly what would have happened if Veyla had had her way. Tell us.
Veyla wouldn't have had her way because I was there. I had the situation in control.
Did you? You looked pretty surprised when you walked in the room and saw her, and she told you her plan. My suspect is you did not know nothing about Veyla.
I have a question.
Yep.
So Alayer's the one that wanted to build up the guard and things and sent out the recruitment and stuff, which is what they wanted to do. Is she kicking us out and getting rid of us because she's actually one of them?
They wanted to downsize the garden, not.
No, they didn't. They wanted to protect the town and build it up and have defenses and things.
That's a Veyla thing.
And Alayer is the one that sent out all the invites to say, come and join the guard and be a guard.
They sent those. So just as a line of continuity, that happened after all the guard was sent off in pursuit of the bandits, and while they were gone, they wanted to
needed
get
defending,
people
so we needed
look
more
after
people.
the town while they were all gone.
I'm just, he's like kicking us out and saying, "Shoo, don't talk to anyone, just get gone and I'll cover this all up." Actually, them just doing exactly what she did. And I'll point at Veyla.
Get out.
She wants us to know. You didn't know. What would you have done? We help.
Get out, please. I need a moment.
Nicknack, you want to go exploring?
Okay.
We try and help. You know where we'll be. Head into the forest. We'll wait you there.
Wait by my house.
What?
Wait by my house.
Okay, we don't have long. They're chasing us out, remember?
have a day.
Get out, please.
We go and wait. I'll wait outside the door.
Okay, I will head out and bring the rest.
The gang.
I head out and head towards my stashes. No point needing them if there's no point hiding them around town if I'm not going to come back.
Well, I'm in the office. I'm
Not going to
just
come back.
Gosh. I'm just
Misk
going.
has heard that many a time before. And it's never
You've been
phased
kicked
them
out.
once.
Sure, F.
Cool, no problem. Come back next week with different phase.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to close the door of
He just
the
puts a
study.
scratch next to Ellie's name. Not allowed to Silver Fern.
Yeah. So close the door of the office, and she's going to try to see if she can find anything else at this point. Like, because Veyla was a warlock. There has to be something.
As you look around, there are many a bookshelf. And as you trawl through every shelf, every drawer, a lot of it is just town records, censuses, issues that needed to be fixed, appeals, court documents, permissions to build new wells. A lot of it is town clergy stuff.
Mundane.
Yes. You get back to her desk. Again, it's just the same kind of stuff. There was the book that you've already picked up. There was the pendant. And there is still her robe.
That Ellie has claimed is magical.
Magic and different than this.
Did you take the other stuff, Ellie? Like the thieves' tools and stuff like that? Did you add that to your inventory?
The forgery kit.
I've just written it down for now. In case we end up splitting it out sooner.
There was the orb as well.
Oh yeah, I'm
Did you
stealing
pick-
that.
You picked that up. Okay.
Technically speaking, I swear I won it. I won one, and I had to change my face. Taking that as mine. Plus, they're worth a lot of money. And I think we might need escape funds.
Anything else except for the coat?
Other than the robe, I mean, she's wearing some small leathers underneath. But no, there is nothing other than that.
At the desk.
Stationery equipment, the wax stamps,
Yeah.
the seals, the ink, the quills, the parchment. Anything you would assume to find in an office, you would find here.
At the desk, can I check if there is like a double door, like something hidden?
Are you looking for a secret door?
Secret drawer,
Secret door,
I think.
drawer,
Secret drawer.
door, anything that's hidden. At this point, she has reverted back in her mind at the time when she was on the Celestial Cities. You always had a cache somewhere where you were hiding things that you didn't want people to see.
Well, there was the lever underneath the door, underneath the desk, which caused the doors to lock. But other than that, no. There is nothing here that you can find. I'm not going to make you roll because there is nothing else to find.
I'm going to approach Veyla's corpse.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a look at the coat.
Okay.
Is it something that is similar to a magic item that I've seen before? Or is the feeling the same as one that I've been in contact with before?
It is. Make me an Arcana check.
Yeah. 14.
Okay. It's certainly a magical item. It has magical properties to it. Whether those properties are sourced from the silver thorn thread that flows through the garment, or whether it is a magically enchanted garment thereafter or before, you're unsure. As you look at the robe and you put your hands across her body and you pull her arms down to her side and you try and put her body in a more graceful position, and you kind of pull up her collar to cover the wound that is gaping and just dripping blood at this point.
Closing the eyes.
As you pull at the garment, you see on the inside the thread is stitched in patterns of the moon, specifically a waning moon, and you see a few of them dotted around, all on the inside of the stitching of the robe. It's a dark blue, almost purple hue robe with silver lining and detailing around the pockets and collars in the trim.
Is there like there's nothing left in the pockets, is there? Because Ellie took everything. Okay. Look, it's at this moment look is going to. She's going to kneel near Veyla's corpse and let go a little, like passing her fingers on the moon representation inside the coat and everything, and just she starts to cry, saying plainly and praying to Lunara that she's sorry if she has done something that she shouldn't have, that she has harmed one of her followers. If that things went this way, she didn't want for her to die. She just wanted to have a city safe and in peace, to have some kind of peace in her bloody life.
Okay. So you sit there, you make your prayers through your tears, and you sit there for a while in contemplation. Are you going to take the robe at any point?
I really want to.
Would it
It's up to
make
you.
sense? And would it
It
get
is
us
up to
hunted?
you. You're already being asked to leave the town and
Yeah.
not return.
Yeah. She's going to take the robe, but she's going to replace it for one that is in the room, if there is any.
Yep. Well, there's a stand behind in the corner by one of the doors.
Yeah. Like basically dressing Veyla to be in her best appearance.
Okay, so you rubble through some like a wardrobe to find Veyla's Sunday best, as it were, and you dress her in her Sunday best and leave her in that state. You can go to your inventory and you can add Robe of the Waning Moon.
That's what it was. There's waning crescent, not moon.
Waning Crescent, sorry, Waning Crescent. Robe of the Waning Crescent, yes.
Okay. I'm going to put that in my bag.
Okay.
And
Whoever-
yeah, one
Zoom.
last thing, because I
Okay.
still have my
Yep.
cloak of the god. Sorry. And she's going to put that around Veyla's shoulder. Like, she's of the town. She's guarding the town. She'll be forever guarding the town. She's going to leave.
Okay. Nazum, Nicknack,
Yes.
Ellie.
Ah.
Where have you gone? Did you wait outside, or have you wandered off towards Lux home as she requested? What are we doing?
I was going to suggest we go and have a look at a grove.
Yeah, we start pottering. Luck has said to go to our home.
Don't have time to wait around.
Exactly.
Could prove that we is not troublemakers. The was really trying to help. Because I was trying to help.
As I hold, can I hold the thing, the medallion thing in my hand? What size is this? I'm imagining it's kind of Nazum palm.
In Nazum's hands, despite your long clawy fingers, your palm of your hands are actually not massive.
No.
So it probably fills the length of your finger,
Okay.
from finger to
I can just kind of
place
get
of your palm.
like this kind of thing around it.
Yeah.
Um,
You could probably wrap your fingers around it, but it's covering
Yeah.
from there. Where from somebody else,
Yeah.
a more larger folk, it would probably cover. It would
Yeah,
go from
centre of
cover
the
the palm up,
Yeah.
but you'd be able to put your hand around it.
Um,
So yes.
As I look at it, do I sense anything magical from it? Because this is the first time I've got to it. Do I feel any magical presence within it? And also, does it kind of... Well, I kind of want to blend in this trait. It's... What did you call it? Basically, he wants to use his kind of like communing to the forest, because this seems like something connected to that, basically. So how he's been able to, yeah, kind of a combination of the rooted connection thing that you gave him, but like,
Okay, so you would like to commune with nature.
yeah, try and connect in. So yeah, kind of as I'm holding this, I'll be feeling the wooden floorboards as I go along. Or is it wooden floorboards in this place? In the floor that we're on?
In the council chambers, yes, they are wooden.
Feeling their past, their history, and as my little bare feet go across the floor, like I can feel the grain and count the years with the textures of my feet, and use that to start communing with this item as
It's
me.
almost as if the wood that you walk upon still has life in it, even though it has long been severed. And you feel reverberations through the wood. And it's not like you can... How do I say this? It's almost as if when you're doing this, you can feel the heartbeat of nature. You have your finger on the pulse of the natural world around you in your vicinity. It's almost as if you can feel where the trees are, where the plants are.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the vibrations of insects' legs on leaves and bark. You just feel that massive presence of all life forms within I think it was 5 miles. Did I put down?
I don't think it's as far as that.
Was it a mile?
60-foot radius for 1 minute.
Oh, 60-foot radius. Okay. Was there another? There's something else which is a mile. That's fine. You hold the pendant, the medallion, in your hand, and put that thought into your head during your communion. There is a repulsion where you feel warmth from roots and branches and flowing water and the soil beneath your feet. This medallion is cold, it is metal, it is forged, crafted by mortal beings, not something natural of this world. It is almost as if nature in itself, while not fearing it, does not welcome it.
Abhors it, yeah. Thinks it's, yeah. And I kind of say to Nicknack,
This dusk. It's not liked.
Well,
Forest doesn't like it.
Elaine was saying that the goddess made it, and I was curious. So can I have a look?
It's cold.
Can I pull out my jewel crafting kit, which I'm assuming comes with one of those funny little
with the lenses that fold down 1,000 times.
And can I kind of have a look at this? Because he was saying that I wasn't good enough to build one, and I'm like, if he was right or not.
Alen is full of.
Alen said hurtful things for the sake of being hurtful.
Alen is full of spider
But he also seemed to think he was quite happily believing that this was made by the goddess. So I actually do want to check it out for, do I think this is otherworldly crafted?
Has this been born from the gods down to the mortal planes? Good question, Nicknack.
As you examine the metal,
is it silver? Is it silver, Fern silver?
No,
okay.
It isn't. It is your best guess. It's a type of bronze.
Ew. Yuck.
It's got that brownish tint to it. Actually, make me a... What tools are you proficient in? It's probably easy to ask what tools you're not proficient in at this point.
Jewel crafting, leatherworking, smiths, thieves, and tinkers.
Make me a smith's tools check, please.
Basically, what do you want me to put the stat to? Because I've got decks in with base.
Let's say intelligence.
Intelligence proficient.
Yes, smarts.
And I roll a 4.
Wow.
11.
Still, damn. I roll a 4, 11. The fuck?
You hold this dark piece of metal in your hand that you assume to be bronze with its dark brown colour. And you scratch at it with your fingers and you feel bits of dark, almost like rust colour stuff under your fingernails as you hold it in your hand. It is old, it is ancient. And that's your best guess.
Can I, because if it's corroded in some way, shape, or form, which it seems to be, I would like to get some of my healing grease, grab it on it, and give it a polish and cast mending on it.
Okay. So you rub it, you give it a polish, you cast mending on it. It isn't broken. It's just old. And as you rub and you give it a polish, this dark colouring comes away, and you get that gleaming shine where the bronze almost becomes brass-like. And you have this metallic, shining, metallurgical pendant.
You
now have a rag full of dark, rust-coloured muck.
It'll go, I'll scrape it back into the pot of healing goo.
Yep.
It's gross. Not been cleaned. Not very. Come on. We need. Nazum is feeling a little bit under the weather. So Nazum may need to rest before too much investigating, Nicknack.
Well, we can go back up. See, I'm worried that, Alaire might actually be another bad counselor person. I'm also worried about weird experiments happening in the secret crypt of under
the moon.
Grove Moon Lunar Temple thing.
Yes. You want that we should go there?
Well,
quick.
I think we should probably leave a note for luck and then go and camp up there.
Send up.
Well, I was thinking she wants us to wait at her house so we can kind of post it through a letterbox.
Okay. Bring the cat.
And then I think we camp up there because then I can set up safety ritual things.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, me and Nicknack go to Luck's house, scrawl a letter saying "See you at the temple." Sorry, we couldn't wait. Danger afoot. and just go and then.
Did Ellie leave us, or were you in our little group of while we're walking and talking thing?
I thought Ellie was going for stashes.
I'm effectively just popping to my things, leaving a go bag in the town. There already is. It's on one of the rooftops. Leaving effectively a set of clothes in the town, nearby where the edge of the town is. So in case I ever have to turn up, I can just get changed and then just turn up and be like, I'm new.
Okay, maybe we meet you on the edge of the town as you're putting that stash away, and then we can be all three of us.
It's the same place I dumped all of Cass's things. So I'm picking up Cass's stuff in case I need it on the road and leaving in case I return.
Yeah.
As you make your way through the market square then and you head south down through the town towards Luck's home, the market is filled with stalls once again. Some are manned, some aren't. But one that is familiar to you, that is manned, is Old Man Gedry and his plums on the far corner, on the edge of the marketplace on the southern side.
I say to Nick, look,
must say goodbye to Gedry. Gedry has been good to Nazum.
Okay.
So I go to Gedry.
Gedry. Sorry, Nazum will not be staying in town to assist with plum maintenance.
Where are you going?
No. Been asked to leave. Must go. In trouble.
Oh, you've been asked to go. Okay, I see. By who?
Alayer.
Oh, well, she must have good reason. Why?
She thinks what we did was bad, but what we did was really good. because we uncovered a secret plot. What was bad for town.
Uncovered a secret rot?
Plot. Plot. A rot plot, same thing.
Rotten plot.
A rotten plot.
Yes.
Well, can you point me in its direction so I don't grow any plums there? Because I cannot afford to have another ruined yield this year.
You have map?
Yes. No.
I love Gendry.
Would you like a plum?
Of course. Yes.
Nezum.
Yeah.
Nezum.
Yes.
You know your
Good plums.
I pride myself on my plums.
Always delicious. Always fresh. Always juicy.
Nezum, you know your pod that you came out of when you stopped being dead?
Yes.
Do you reckon
Gendry's confused.
Do you think that the goo that you were in is probably quite good fertilizer?
I would. Yes. It grew me back.
Exactly.
Yes.
I will give Gedry my container of pod goo. Be like, use this on your plums as fertilizer. It's very good stuff.
Yes. This is Nazum's
Grew back at Zoom.
This is Nazum's amnios.
You can see that the cogs are turning in his old eyes, trying to understand what your amnios and fluids what that even means.
As he looks at a rat that's half tree.
Yeah. You get the feeling that Old Man Gedry is exactly that. He's old, and he takes what he sees and what he hears in his stride because he's not really sure on anything anymore. He's just like, oh, very nice, wonderful, okay, and he just takes everything in his stride with a smile. And
he's a little confused.
Somebody could tell him that there's a swarm of devils about to attack the town, and he'd probably think they were talking about salesmen. Yeah, you're getting that kind of vibe from him at the moment.
But yeah, I'm quite happy giving him that because I'm sure it's gonna have an amazing sort of fertilizer type ability.
Thank you. What should I? How should it be applied?
Mix it into the soil when you plant your plum trees, or sort of add water, stir it up, and then sort of water them with it.
So it's not for my arthritis.
Who's Arthur?
I've got other stuff for that, but that's neither here nor there. No, this is for your plums.
Oh, and do I rub it on them?
It's old as fuck.
I will be marking Gedry's map with the best to my knowledge, with my commune with nature, where he should plant and where he shouldn't plant. If I know this.
Fantastic. So you're essentially giving future plots to plant from your commune with nature, thinking of where's best to. Okay, I like.
Oh my god!
Instruction for pod goo fertilizer.
Yeah, and I'll write. Yeah,
just like
we pop back 6 months from now, and the silver fern plum trees.
Gedry's
very confused.
Even more shiny, even more delicious.
It's better than Gedry blowing from his groin area because he's been rubbing it in his plums.
Gedry's silver plums.
If you can get them open without breaking your teeth, they taste delicious.
Nah, I can just imagine it as like a plum, but the stone's silver.
When you get older, your hair turns for different colours, doesn't it?
Hey.
Yeah.
I know, I went there, sorry.
Yeah. Should we go and see Liam and get paid?
I'm so happy about seeing Liam.
I fucking love Liam. He's adorable.
Yeah, I'm so happy about seeing Liam.
So are you going to head south towards the guard
The
barracks then,
second
is
Nicknack.
what you're doing?
Hang on. I have to be there with Liam. I love Liam.
Okay. Fucking hell. Right. Okay.
He's so cute though. He seems so clueless.
Yeah, we try to get paid before we
means
go
well.
out. Yeah.
So you make your way down to the guards barracks. What happened to the horse, by the way? Are you bringing the horse with you? Are you returning the
horse
horse?
is
Or have you
back
left
No,
it
at the
back
back.
Just with luck in the room. Just hanging
he's
around.
not.
The
he's
horse was in the
outside.
office the entire time in the corner, just like.
No, wherever we dumped the
Horror.
horse after we got rid of
No.
Alan. I don't think we're taking the horse with us.
No, it climbed the stairs, didn't it? And then we took Alen
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It's in the courtyard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the courtyard.
On
Okay,
on
so
the
horse
first
isn't-
floor. I think
Just a very confused horse standing next to a reception desk, eating out of the little
People
bowl
just
of mints.
people just keep walking by it. And then they're like, look at the horse. The horse looks at them. They look at the horse shrugs, they shrug. And they just carry on their day.
Yeah, I'm here to
No,
appeal my
but it's
parking
funny.
fine for my
Despite
cart.
the fact,
It's just a horse stood there, just like.
despite the fact that the horse hasn't shit in the reception, it does somehow smell of bullshit.
And breath mints. The combination of horse shit and breath mints.
Anyway, you make your way to the guard barracks.
Sorry, we've been in a funny mood today, haven't we?
And you see the new troop ever since the rallying of the guard, with people and the older farmers that have finished their seasons now. The farm workers that have finished season that took up arms to join the guard after the second attack. You see a lot of them in the courtyard. You see some of them tending to the stables, shoveling horse shit and hay. You see others stacking up crates around the side from more recent merchant deliveries. And you see others training. And overseeing all this, standing at the top of the stairs that overlooks the courtyard, you see Liam with a clipboard and kind of looking around and kind of then looking back up and then ticking and then looking back up and then crossing and then looking back up and then ticking somewhere else.
I walk up to Liam.
Liam!
Oh, hi Nazum.
Oh,
I look around and see the people
What-
shoveling
what-
horse shit.
oh, Liam. We left a horse
Where?
in the court.
Oh, back at the council.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's not a problem. We'll go and get it later.
Okay, I
suppose.
was just worried.
I'm sure it'll be okay. It's not like you left it out in the wilderness.
Nazum and Nicknack have come to repaid.
And
And
to
Repaid?
be paid.
don't forget Ellie and Luck and Pudgy and Lynx.
Yes.
Right. Sorry, I hadn't heard anything from Veyla about. Well, because of the whole, you guys going to prison kind of thing and then coming out, I wasn't sure whether you were still getting paid.
Still did the job. I wasn't arrested. I was dead.
You were what?
Oh, yes, I was dead. Now
Yeah,
new.
Don't you remember when I turned up to town, I told him Nazum was dead? He's very confused at this point.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm confused. You what?
We're
So you
all
are
in
actually
prison.
dead?
He's dead, and we're all still there.
You were actually dead? I thought that was Ellie. What?
How many times? When will people get that? Look, resume to die.
You died.
Pudgy. But we got Robo.
And then Nicknack built a robot version of Nezrum because they miss Nezrum because Nezrum is great. So then they have robot Nezrum.
Nezrum is great.
So everybody knows. The only person who doesn't agree is Luck.
Well, I'm sure she'll come around.
Where
is she?
She is laying to rest.
Veyla.
Yeah. So the Veyla and maybe trying to wake up Alen, whom is knocked out.
I'm sorry, what you're laying to rest Veyla and waking up. What happened? What do you mean laying to rest Veyla?
Making it worse.
You people have such
Break
strange
this little fucker's
things.
brain.
Just take him to the forest, leave him in there, and they do the rot thing, or get reborn like Nezrum. See it?
Nezrum, what do you mean laying to rest Veyla? What happened to Veyla?
Veyla is dead.
How? When?
About half hour ago, so.
What happened? Why weren't we told? But we're all here, but nothing happened. Was there another attack?
Yeah. No, we did it.
Let's give this little fucker an aneurysm. We're paying. We killed Veyla. Money, please.
Nezrum, are you seriously admitting to me that you murdered the head counsellor?
She was bad.
She attacked us, and we did our guard job.
Yeah.
Just, please, can I show up at this point?
I'm
Please,
sorry,
can I show up at this point?
Ellie, please make sense of this. Nezrum's just come over and told me that Veyla is dead and that you killed her.
Yes. But don't worry, Ayla is going to cover it up.
Liam, has peoples come to you at any point and said,
I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I'm cut out to be a guard.
Liam, you
just kind of takes his sword off his hilt, pops it on the floor, throws the clipboard down, starts unstrapping gauntlets, and he's just like, I'm going to go and do what my dad said, and I worked on the family farm, and you know what, Zoom.
We killed Veyla, but Elia's going to cover it up. Don't worry about it. It's sorted.
Ellie, I'm good.
Liam, before you...
Liam. So I can't do this anymore.
No, but Liam,
I can't see my
on the farm, when you go to the farm, you will have great skills. You have been taking stock, correct?
Yeah. Eyes the clipboard currently.
No, Liam. Has you found anything not where it's supposed to be? Lost? Misplaced?
I mean, for the last so many days now and coming up to a week, it's been hard. Like, I keep the stock shipments that keep coming in, either they're delivering them wrong, or when I'm getting them to be put away, there's less crates going in the storage barns than got delivered. I've never been good with numbers, but I think I know how to count to 10.
I know about that. Corbin and the bandits were stealing supplies.
So, Liam, did you know that Corbin is not set up in the Grove Watch? Has this much been told to you by
rest.
Nothing's been told to me. No one tells me anything. They tell me to count things and make sure that the guard barracks is kept in good condition and that the new recruits train.
Liam. I love you, Liam. But seriously, Liam.
I love you too. I don't
Everybody
know
loves
what to
Nazum.
say here.
You're great, Liam, but also, Luke, I basically tell Liam everything.
But so don't say you're going to tell him everything because there might be stuff we don't want him to know.
True.
Hold on. We share. I would share the information that Nazum knows, which is Grovewatch Bastion was filtering items. It looks like. I know because I was dead at that point, so I wouldn't know this information. Actually, that's completely irrelevant.
Liam, who orders the stuff that you count?
Alayer and Veyla and
See,
the
she's
council.
definitely dodgy.
Well, we know Alayer's dodgy. She just offered to help us cover up Veyla's death.
I
We know
think
she's dodgy.
she's trying to do a Veyla and be the last chancellor standing and get rid of us in the process.
That might be a good idea.
If you want to help the guards train, I will rip out several pages of my book and I will give him my very detailed and slightly edited versions of attack dummies.
Are you going to build attack dummies that end up fighting back and killing people? Is that what's going to happen here?
They may just be good enough to just set up on the walls and have them repel the borders.
Or if you do want to work in the farm, which nothing wrong with working the farm, they would make very good scarecrows.
Thanks. Right, I'm going home. And well,
I just put my hand out. I just put my hand out.
What?
Yeah.
Shake and then the other hand, money.
Oh, hey. You know what? It's not my problem anymore. Sure, why not? What did we agree? I can't remember. It's been a lot.
I
Well,
looked
how
to
much did they
Nicknack.
pay you, Liam? Probably the same.
No one told me we were getting paid, but then they told me we were going to get paid, so I don't know how much we're going to get paid.
Liam, how much do they pay you?
Liam is directly asking you how much
Do you
you
want?
were agreed to be paid.
I will say 2 gold apiece.
Okay.
A day?
Sorry?
Is that a day? Because, you died, Pudgy died. That's like, surely there's got to be death benefits or something.
It doesn't say the contract.
Well, Cass did a day as well, but he never came back. Right. I'll bear with me. He goes inside and he comes back out with a coin purse and just hands it out.
Thank you. And Liam, would you like us to take the book that you've been keeping such diligent records in? We shall hand it on to the right people for you. You go home to Dad.
You can do whatever you want. Honestly, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I need to go.
I think Liam's quit.
I think Liam has quit. Liam has mentally checked out of being
Yeah.
a guard now. It's just too much for him.
I will grow a small flower from one of my wooden parts and give him it as a gift.
From Nazum and from Silver Fern. But thank you for your service.
Pops it on his little.
Does it have the silver ferny glowy things?
No, he's taken it off.
No, the flower, because it's from Nazum.
No, it doesn't. And Liam walks off, and the clipboard is on the floor.
I take up the clipboard and any record book that Liam has, and I would like to hand it to Nicknack, and I say,
we needed more evidence. this will give more ideas to people. We need ally, because if Ayla is also being bad, we need someone on side. Like Doran, maybe, even though he's miserable. He still speaks for the town. Lots of people respect him.
Okay. Can I also pick up Liam's cloak?
Yep.
I will add it to the stash.
Why don't
Fuck.
we leave a note in Doran's shop?
Doran was in jail, was not?
He was getting
They
let
asked-
out.
They said they were letting him out when we were leaving.
Is the jail cells in the same building as the town hall place? Sorry, I forgot what's designated as
It
the
was
Yep.
in the guardhouse.
The barracks.
the back. Oh,
You see?
the prison's in the barracks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we?
that's where we were locked up.
Oh.
He was gone down.
Let's go see if he has been gone.
Okay.
No worries.
So we'd head to the cells and speak to the guards and.
Yep, you head on inside. The cells are empty. Doran has left. He has been called for by Alayer and Mara.
Oh yeah, Mara went and got them. Okay.
But my thought is if we leave it in Doran's shop, when he gets back, he'll get everything he needs.
Not if the others get to him first and tell them a different story.
He already doesn't like Veyla. And he already knows her husband was evil. Because he confessed when we were all in the jail.
Ah, Azum did not know.
Yeah.
You were dead at the time.
Yeah, you were dead at the time.
Yeah, it's hard to know when he's dead.
What, Liam? No, Luke.
It looks like, nope, I quit. I've had enough.
There's just a lot of I was dead. I was dead. Oh yeah, I died. Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
A lot
dear.
of things happened during
It's just how
those 12 hours I was dead.
Azum is taking it in his stride that he was dead.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was dead. Back now, but I was like.
Back now, I'm a tree.
I like
Like
the
he
idea.
doesn't fully understand what being dead entailed. Like it was just I went for a nap kind of thing.
I was dead, now I'm a tree. Meh.
So I guess is there a circular route we can take going by Doran's, then Lux, then off to the trees to have a little rest?
I believe so.
Well, Doran's is in the northwest.
West, isn't it? Yeah.
So you'd have to go up north to the northwest. You'd go past Lux you could go past Lux to go up to Doran's. Then you'd have to come back down to go back down to the Grove.
I thought we did that redux. Okay.
I will. Roger, shall we check on Doran? I was worried if there's bad, maybe they get Doran too.
Luck. As you sit there and you finish your preparations with Veyla and clothing, and you lay her down and close your eyes, you tidy the office up a bit, and you just kneel next down to Veyla's body, and you shed a tear and you utter words of prayer. You just feel a comforting hand on your shoulder, and you turn around to look up, and you see no one. But there is still a comforting hand on your shoulder, as this hand is without a body on your shoulder, kind of just giving you some comfort.
Do I feel the hand when I...
No, I mean the hand is on your shoulder.
Oh. I thought it was going to be unseen servant.
Well, I thought that was a god!
No, the hand is on your shoulder.
So the unseen servant who's still in the room, very confused. Just imagine this little elemental going, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
No, it's the undead one.
Yeah. You just look at the hand like... Stay hidden.
You feel those fingers on the back of your skull.
She's going to get out, see if she can see Alayer on her way back. Catching.
And the door to Alayer's office is closed currently.
Is there words? Is there talking?
You can hear muffled discussions from inside.
Not going to bother her. Luck is going to grab the horse and gently make her way back towards the guard's barrack. Probably crossing Liam, I think.
You just see Liam walking out without his guard garb on, looking like just shaking his head and just a bit flustered, and walking off towards the farms opposite, past the wood.
You walk past a man having an obvious crisis.
Liam?
Oh, hey, Luck.
She looks like shit, by the way. Like her eyes are sunken. She looks like she has cried. Yeah.
I heard you killed Veyla.
I didn't kill her.
Oh, that's good to know. Zum and Nicknack, I thought they were having me on. They were telling me that they killed Veyla, and that I was just like, oh my god, what's happening? And I quit the guard. I'm going off to work on a farm. And
Liam. Look, I'm going to give you a set of instruction because I have to leave town for personal reasons.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm going to miss you all. And I hope someday I can return, even though I don't know if I ever can.
Look, you've helped a lot of people while you've been here. People know you. They like you. I'm sure whatever's happened will get sorted out at some point, and hopefully you'll come back. I mean, I'll look after your house if you want me to while you're gone. I'll keep it clean. I'll trim the hedges.
You're a sweet boy. This town really is lucky to have you as its protector.
Oh, not anymore, but it's still my home.
What do you mean not anymore?
I've decided the guard life isn't for me. I'm not cut out to be a guard. I can't handle the stress of it. The last week, having been promoted to sergeant and then suddenly having to deal with everything that's happened, it's just been a bit much. And
Ian?
I keep counting and counting wrong, and I just need things to be a little bit easier for a while. And if that means I have to step back from being a guard for a bit, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I need to look after me for once and not try to look after other people. I can't do what you do.
You think it's easy for me?
No, I don't. If anything from this last week has proven it's not easy doing what people like you do, and I don't know how you do it and manage to stay sane, because I can't. So I admire you. I think you're great, and I wish I was as strong as you were.
We already are.
But I'm not. You flatter me, Luck. You really do, but I'm not.
She's just going to grab a cheek and gently rub his cheek, like in a muzzly fashion. You're doing great, Liam.
She kind of pulls away, like Thank you, but I just need a break for a while.
That's okay.
And then maybe when everything's calmed down a bit, maybe I can go back to being a guard and not be a sergeant, and just be a normal guard for a bit and learn a bit more rather than having to be forced to do something that I'm not ready for.
I'm so proud of you.
Why?
Because you have set for yourself the boundaries that you needed. You've seen your limit, and you told yourself, I need time. And that's why you're perfect for this town. You want to know my secret on how I managed to go through all of this?
I mean, yeah.
Spite.
Spite.
I know.
Spite for what?
A lot of bad things happened to me. A lot of bad things have been said to me back home. And I don't want those things to be true. I don't want those things to define who I am. So I'm living to prove that I'm more than this. More than what bad people could think of me. Just to come back one day, show them what I've done, and tell them, you were wrong.
Well, to me it sounds like you don't have anything to prove because they're already wrong. Whatever happened. And you don't need to go back there because you will always, maybe not right now, but you will always have a home here. And as I said, hopefully you'll be able to come back, and once everything's gotten back to normal, you can come back and you can come home.
Yeah. Because this is home.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? One last favor.
Sure.
Keep an eye.
Don't ask me to water plants because I'm not very good at watering plants.
If you're going back to the farm, you're going to need to water the plant. You know that.
Oh, that's a good point.
But in all seriousness...
Sorry, what did you want me to do?
Keep an eye on Alayer for me. She lost most of the people she's known, and she needs a friend. Someone that can see things from a new eye, a new perspective.
I mean, I don't know about seeing things, but I can be a friend.
Thank you, Liam.
Good luck. That was funny. See you around, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just
And he
bringing
kind of
back the
like
horse.
awkwardly just rushes in, gives you a hug, let's go, and then kind of just walks.
I'm giving back the horse. Rest well. And she's going to go to the barracks.
Yeah, as you guys are walking out of the barracks, you see Luck coming towards the barracks.
What are you all doing here?
We got paid.
Yes.
Paid?
Yes.
Apparently.
For what?
Being town guards.
Protecting Seraphina from evil doers.
Guess if we're going to travel, we're going to need the funds.
Plus, look. Can me and Nicknack together have been looking at the book at some point and going through and marking out discrepancies. Nazim's not so good with numbers and machines and things and counting, so
it's not so much a book; it is a clipboard.
Okay.
And as you flick through, as you get towards the back, there's like a pile of like delivery notes, and then on the second half of it is kind of a pile of inventory and storage and where things are being put. And
yeah, like a ledger kind of thing, like ins and outs.
It doesn't take a genius to compare the delivery notes to the inventory notes and realize there is a discrepancy to being what has been delivered and then what is being stored.
Okay, so I will show that to Luck and say, look, there's more. Oh, sorry, go on, Nicknack.
My question for that would be, who are the suppliers and who was placing the orders that the discrepancies are turning up on?
There's varied different merchants.
Are they Silver Fern merchants or Alayer merchants?
Anything that is being brought into the town is from away. Most things that are already in the town are food. So you've got a lot of farmsteads.
Leave the gate open. Leave the door open.
Of food and raw materials. Things like certain metals, tools, and building materials. They're all from outside merchants. So we're talking external lumber yards, different building yards, labelled with different towns and cities' names.
And
one of which is Erindoor.
Is what, sorry?
One of which is Erindoor.
And what do they supply?
They're supplying stone. Masonry.
I will show this to Luck and I will say,
look, more evidence. Doesn't match. Showing each page. Doesn't match. In, out. This shows stuff come in, stuff go out. Orders done by, and I look at the signatory and everything, and I point out that you said it was Alayer was doing the ordering as well.
Yep, there's a mixture of signatures. Some things are signed by Veyla, some things are signed by Alayer. You'll notice some of the infrastructure stuff is typically Alayer's signature. A lot of the things which are food and supplies tend to be seem to be signed by Veyla.
Okay, so stuff that we would fortify a garrison is being signed by Veyla.
So the internal deliveries are being signed off by Veyla. The external deliveries are being signed off by Alayer.
Luck. How much you trust Alayer?
I trust her. But I'm also not an idiot.
Okay, what's that mean?
It means she has a lot to learn still.
Okay, what we're teaching her?
Not fighting, for one.
No, need that first.
I don't want any of you to kill the only friend that I have left.
Okay.
Let's bring back the horse and we'll go to my house.
I remembered about you. Hi.
Hello, horse.
And then
Do you drop off the horse?
We'll go to the Fern. Sorry.
No, but
that was it. That was it.
Swing by.
Miss, we need to go quickly. Just check on other prisoner. If he's home. Want to check he's got home. Safe.
Sorry, 2 secs.
Yeah, so I'm just encouraging Luck to swing by the silversmith's house.
I wouldn't want to go there.
Huh?
Luck, you would know that from the voices you heard outside of Alayer's office, Doran's was one of them.
Yeah.
That unmistakable, gruff, sweary vocabulary was coming out of Alayer's office.
Going on. Why was Alen evil?
He's fine. He's with Alayer, Mara, and the others.
If you trust Alayer, then that's fine. We must go, but we must rest. You look. What is it? What are those?
And I touch like on your. I reach up to your face.
What is it?
What is what?
This.
What?
Come.
I'll take a dirty fingernail and I take a tear from your face.
What is it? What's that?
Water.
Salty.
Like,
It was raining.
has that
Just leave the horse and just goes to the house.
Okay. So you drop off the
It's just
horse
Nazoom
and
going,
you
people leak.
head out to Luck's home, her little homestead. And you make your way inside. What do you do?
The Zoom will find his favourite rug by the fire.
And Luck is starting to pack up everything.
What are you taking with you?
She didn't have much to begin with, so a couple of books.
With certain drawings in.
Yeah. Hold on. I made a map for this for her house. I need to find it again. There you go.
You should be able to share it as well.
Yeah, I'm just no, hold on. I need to open something first. Yeah. I don't know if I can share this, but I will try. Because I had to open Dungeon Alchemist for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see it.
So yeah. Might be a bit big, but that's the house I made. I don't know if you see it for Luck.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's a lovely little house.
Yeah. So you have the guest room, the attic, kitchen, bathroom, and her little room.
Nazoom's anywhere there's a fire, curled up on one of those fancy rugs.
Yeah. There's a fire here.
Yeah, that's it. Nazoom is like between the chair and the table, curled up, snoring.
You're free to roam the house, but yeah, Luck, she has entered a room and she has locked behind her so she could pack the couple of things, the very few things that she has. Namely like books, a couple of paintings, a bag, and a couple of clothing that she has. She's going to get some food also and some necessary from the bathroom.
Okay.
Are we leaving now or are we staying here tonight?
She's preparing, so you're free to do whatever you want.
Well, if we're staying here tonight, I will secure this place.
Okay.
I'll sort of start doing alarmy stuff around doors and windows as a ritual.
Okay. Are we planning for a long rest, folks?
I am.
I mean,
If the rest of the
No.
party is there.
shouldn't we go to the Fern at nightfall?
Act. So
Oh, you mean what time is it?
At this point, it's probably getting on for late afternoon.
You mean if we sleep now and then get up and then go at like sort of when the moon's out?
Yeah. We
That
get
would
when
be
the
good.
moon is high and we can get in.
Assuming that we can get sleep here while we're doing that, then that would be worth it. And then do night shift.
I don't think you would do.
Thus,
You just hear Nazum half saying sleep.
thus, sleep now. Go later. Much
Right.
tired.
You all settle down and you take a long rest.
Good.
Could I spend some of my awake time during the long rest? What I would like to try and do is unpick some of my guard cloak silver, Fern.
Ooh,
Silver.
okay. Right. So, are you proficient in tailor's tools?
No, I'm jewel crafting and leatherworking.
it's
Well, I also know that you said that I can't reuse it. I can only melt it down and start again.
Yes.
So
It's
I'm not
very,
adverse.
once it's made, it's.
I'm not adverse to sort of cutting it out, basically slicing out as much of it as I can and then trying to melt it out and separate it.
Later on.
Well, it's up to you. How would you like to? You tell me. How would you like to go?
I'm basically trying to get the silver Fern silver separate from the cloak. I'm not particularly fussed about the patterns of it or anything like that.
Make
So
me an intelligence check.
just a raw, intelligence number. I rolled a 4, so 9.
You are confident that silver doesn't burn.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, is I was going to sort of carve it out to get as much of the rest of it as away as possible. And
You reckon you could just throw the cloak on a fire, let the cloak burn, and then pick the silver out afterwards?
Well, I was kind of assuming you were going to do it in a crucible in smaller amounts, but yeah, that was pretty much my plan. So I will quite happily sacrifice one for test purposes.
Okay. So,
Don't you have like a
what are you
dozen?
doing? Are you?
I've got 8. Well, when I get said silver, I would kind of then like to try and apply it to Robo Nazoom in the patterns of Nazoom.
Okay.
Make it more
So
accurate.
I would say after burning one cloak,
Yep.
you kind of get a cauldron and you put the cloak in and you set it on fire. You find salvaging the silver out of the pile of ash quite difficult because you're literally just you're literally sifting through to find what silver, like dust it off, like pouring water over it, trying to filter out the silver from the ash, and it's very time consuming. And you think,
I've not got any
do it this way again. But you get, I'd say, 3/4 of the silver from this first attempt.
Okay.
And you can melt that down using your smithing tools if you had access to something that would enable you to melt metal down.
Well, I kind of still have, I still think that Robo Nazoom has my inbuilt barbecue heat element thing going on. So you kind of unhitch his like chest piece and it
For this small amount of silver, I'll say yes. You don't need access to like a forge or anything like that.
I was working I was working more on jewel crafting rather than because I'm trying to do neat type
Which is
work
fine.
rather than. So it's
You're
smaller.
working with small amounts of metal rather than like
Yeah.
ingots and smashing out breastplates, that kind of thing. So yeah. So yes, I would say you managed to do that. That's not a problem. Anybody else got anything they want to do during this long rest?
Nazum will just snore, even though he's not asleep.
I would like to maybe cause trouble. Maybe.
Of course.
I would like to write down effectively incriminating shit. Not the fact that I'm a changeling. Basically give a guide of the crap that's gone on in the town.
So you want to write an account of everything that's happened in the
Yes.
last 4 or 5 days?
Yes.
Well, it's probably pushing near a full week now, actually, with the long rests and everything involved. Yes. Okay, you do that. You write an account from your perspective and the perspectives of others. What has happened in the last week?
Okay, I'm going to post that through Doran's front door.
So before everybody lays down to bed, you wander off, pop it through the door, come back. As you come back, Nicknack sets up an alarm on the door.
Just dear
Anybody
Doran,
else?
just dear Doran, and then an account.
Ellie, do you know where you can find Trina? Might be
I
worth
know
letting
somebody
her
who
know.
does.
You might want to let her know that people might be hunting her now.
True. True. I would like to. If I go through the alarm, it's not going to cause problems, right?
No, we're all allowed and we don't set it off, but anyone else does and it goes.
No problem.
What sound does it make?
Apparently.
Good sound.
Oh, you don't know that sound of that annoying alarm that goes like.
Like a reversing alarm.
Yeah, I hate that sound. It sends me into panics. I swear.
I sleep. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, same.
Look,
Everybody takes a long rest. Yes, Jack.
remember when I was talking to the kids and I pretended to be the Artful Dodger?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to turn into that version
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to find Trina.
Before or after the long rest?
I think before. While I'm out with Doran to do the Doran thing. If it's time messing with.
We'll say on your way back from dropping off Doran, you turn into your Artful Dodger form and you wander the streets. Can you make me a I'm just going to say perception check.
Let me read this. 16.
Okay.
To find Ghost Baby.
While you're just exiting Doran's home and you're on the streets of that residential quarter, you see 3 gnomes. And you see a younger gnome having their hand held by 2 older gnomes, being corralled along the street. Come on along now. Come on. We got to go. Come on. It's almost dark. Time to go home. And you see them get towards the end of the street, and they take a right and make their way inside an abode. And you recognise that child to have been Bunty.
Okay. Bunty!
They've already gone inside the house.
I was attempting to get Bunty's attention.
as they're going inside,
Yeah, I'll just knock on the door.
Oh, you knock on the door. Okay.
Oh, I was
going
going to just ask Bunty where she saw Trina. Because Bunty's a friend of Trina.
You see the door open. You see a female gnome at the door.
I'm probably taller, but I'm still like a little kid.
Yes, how can I help?
I was wondering if Bunty knew where Trina was.
She knows nothing of the sort.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Stay safe. Good night.
Try my best.
She closes the door.
I head towards the ruins, where I found her last.
Okay. You head to the ruins. No Trina.
I would like to take out like a piece of paper and write Trina on it and write like, be careful, you're being watched.
Okay.
Thomas knows. And then just like slide it between two rocks.
Okay.
Because I remember Thomas was the one that was assigned by Veyla
to keep an eye on her.
To keep an eye on her. I'm tying up loose ends before we leave.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Or else it'll just drive me balmy.
And you return back. And you all complete a long rest. And as you awake, it is now middle of the night, early hours. Probably about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We'll say 2 a.m. It is dark. The moon is high in the sky. And it is that of a waning crescent. But there is a small shadow peeking from the wane. That of Nyx, the smaller moon sister to Celine. And you make your way.
Can we assume got to cook breakfast? Because then I can use my chef cooking treat thing.
Certainly. So you're gonna prepare some. We'll say at the tail end of the long rest, you get up, you all prepare yourselves, you get your bits and pieces together, and you head off towards the grove.
With some cooking stuff from Nicknack, which gives us something.
No, so I now have 2 cooked treats that I can give people. I can give 2 people that give them
provides temporary hit points.
But I'll keep them for a bit.
Okay. Right, so you make your way past the lumberyard to the bottom of the hill. You make your way up the hill to the edge of the grove.
On the way there, sorry,
No
Luck is going to lean towards Nazum and whisper to them. Let's go with them. Nazum, we still got the pendant. Would you allow me to insert it in the stone?
No.
I've just got a hunch, and I want to confirm it.
No. The forest speaks to Nazum.
And it reacted to my blood, remember?
No.
It did.
You smeared your hand on it. Didn't say nothing.
Of course you did. Remember the scar?
I see the scar. Didn't do nothing. Every time you place your hand, no door opens. Nothing in the grove changed.
Not my end, but it reacted to my blood. It absorbed my blood in some kind of way.
Am I remembering that wrongly?
Yeah, because
she bleeds on the stone, it glows.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't glow. It absorbed the blood, but nothing happened.
Yeah, because we'd seen the whole stone glow
Glow
before.
because you cut off the light.
Yes, you've seen. Well, they have. You didn't.
Yeah, you guys have
But
seen
the whole. Yeah, but she placed her hand on, like a bloody hand, on the stone. The stone absorbed the blood.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But nothing happened.
The stone eats blood.
Blood. Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to put. You want to might not be the one that put it in. Might want to use a magic hand.
Can try. Can do that. Save both of our bloods.
Or Robonism.
Yeah. What does Robonism have inside of it?
Yes.
All sorts. He doesn't have any blood.
Lots of grease.
To be surprised, to be honest with you, Nicknack, I am surprised that Robot Nazoom does not actually have blood.
Popeye. No. I will just yeah, when we get there.
Look, you don't need to bleed no more. I don't want to bleed no more. Let's save our blood and try and use my invisible force.
We might be able to get a better idea because I changed magic stuff.
Cool.
I did a bit of tinkering and now I've got my goggles empowered, so I can now work out what magic stuff is.
Okay. Is this?
It takes a little bit of time, so I figure if we get there, then I can do it all in one.
Good idea.
So we'll head to the grove, get before the stone.
Through the trees, and you come into that floor-lit glow as the leaves hang and the ferns glow down on the floor, leaving this lighting with the canopy hanging above and faint moonlight streaming through. And you make your way through the centre of the grove, and you see the large carved boulder in the centre of the grove.
Okay. I would like to get my goggles out, and I would like to start changing lens. You know, like optician changing lenses. And richly detect magic.
Okay. You see nothing. Other than the glow from the ferns.
How about from the stone or the key? Well, I'm assuming the stuff we've got that's magical is magical.
The medallion does not give a glow.
And the stone?
Does not give a glow.
Okay.
That's good.
Yep. And then I'm gonna spend 11 minutes with changing out other lenses and putting little magnifying glasses on there and prodding and poking. And if I remember this rightly, if I cast it on an item, if it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether or not it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has. And that's on the stone in the middle.
Okay. The stone. While not inherently magical, is, from what you gather, one of two parts. It is as ancient as the land around it. The carvings are old, just as the medallion is as old or ancient.
Okay. So I'll turn to the others and be like, so it's not really magical, but it's definitely old and it's 2 parts. And that's obviously we're thinking is the other part, but I'd have to do that one and check that one out. So are we going to use magic hand? Are we going to use magic invisible person? Or are we going to use robe on a Zoom?
Just use your mage hand. It's fine. Mute Pete.
I summon my hand, my spectral Nazoom hand.
Is there somewhere a little bit away that we can get a bit of cover behind to sort of poke out so we have some protection in case
There
it
are
does?
the trees on the perimeter of the temple, the grove.
Grove.
How far
The
away is
remains of the church, the temple.
how far
Stones
away
which
is
you found before,
the
within
bit?
the leaves of the grove.
Yeah, basically, I think I'm going to go and crouch down in one of the little bits that Pudgy was digging out.
Okay, so
take
you
cover in.
can find some of the old bits of stone that have been overgrown by the silver ferns, and you can kind of hunker down behind it a little
Yeah,
bit.
I can kind of peek over, but you know.
Okay.
I will stand as close as I need to. I'm guessing that's going to move a bit closer with the 30 feet of movement away.
All right.
No, I
Get
can
on
cast
hide.
it back, and I'll just cast
Right
the mage
next
hand.
to the stone. Sorry.
You stand near it. Stand a little bit away, kind of centralize myself in kind of line with this thing and the grove, find where it feels right with the forest, and I pick up the medallion and I guide my mage hand forwards and place it onto the slot.
I hide behind Nicknack.
Next to the stone. Like literally next to the stone.
As you slide the medallion into the slot along the stone in its carvings, Zoom, can you make me a nature check?
Nature check. Oh, Zoom can.
Oh, you're not doing it yourself, are you? It's your mage hand that's doing that.
No.
Negate it then. Sorry, forget that.
23 was the result, though, if I
That's
do
all
notice
right.
around.
Unfortunately, because you're not doing it, you don't notice, so it doesn't
Okay.
matter. So as the mage hand slowly inserts the medallion into the crevice of the stone, you hear as the medallion goes in as deep as it can and it hits the stone below it. There is quiet. You all sit there waiting for something to happen.
I kind of get the
You hear
mage hand just to
wind
wiggle it a
blowing
bit.
through. Yes. You hear the wind blowing through the branches of the trees, the rustling of leaves. You hear creatures of the night in the far distance.
I
hooting
say
of
shush
owls.
to the creatures of the night.
I'm going to touch the stone at this point.
The light of the ferns. It's like as you're looking out towards the stone, you find yourself having to squint a little bit more. Like the ambient light in the area is getting brighter as the silver ferns glow stronger and stronger. And the light glows and fills the area. And you start to see strands of light, almost like strings and threads, growing up from around the perimeter of the grove and over you into almost a dome around the grove and linking at the top. and there is a flash of bright white lunar glow.
Cut my little bauble and see if it glows too. But hold
It
lays.
does. And you all close your eyes with this bright flash.
How does Nazum's glow look? Because he's glows him now.
Just the same as the same.
I'm like, oh!
The zoom goes Super Saiyan.
And as this bright flash happens, you all kind of blink and close your eyes. And as you open your eyes, there is no longer a grove around you. You are in a chamber of stone. Round, cylindrical. And as the walls go up, they curve round in a dome of stone.
I sniff the air.
It's almost like an atrium kind of style, but the walls are stone.
Secret lunar temple.
Area is filled with a gentle silver light. And across the walls that surround the space, there are carvings of ferns and moons. And the light from the moons, these stone carvings, causes beams of light to shine out in different directions, crisscrossing across the chamber. And in the center of this chamber, there is a pedestal.
Is it kind of mirroring the
And this
space?
pedestal is almost like a bowl, like you find in an altar, with water in it.
Luck is going to go towards it.
Do you see any specific religious symbols? Yeah.
Obvious. However, Luck, as you approach the altar, make me a religion check.
10.
Okay, no, that'll do it.
Oh.
There is writing on the edges of this altar. It's almost like a round bird bath altar in the center. And there is an inscription in Celestial. Do you read Celestial?
Yeah, I do.
It translates
Nice, Emma.
to Lunara's light guides those who seek wisdom.
What you say, Luck?
Can the ball be... Sorry. Can the ball be... like, lift up or anything?
You try to move the altar. It's solid on the ground. It's stone, carved, shaped, with a bowl in the middle filled with water that shines and reflects the light of the beams that are shining and crisscrossing all around.
Do these beams intersect at any point? The beams of
they're
light?
all, some of them are aimed at the ground, some of them are aiming further up at the wall.
Ah, okay.
All in different directions.
Okay.
Luck is going to look in the bowl. Like...
Okay. You look over in the bowl, and you peer your head over, and you see a faint reflection of yourself staring back.
And she's just going to ask herself in Celestial and maybe to the gods and maybe Lunara if she's listening. What should I do next?
Nicknack, you have the goggles.
Yeah, I can do that again. Take the time.
What's this look like?
I'll start.
You put your goggles on, and you are almost. Can you make me a
Well, it's going
wisdom
to take 10
saving throw?
minutes to richly cast it anyway, as I reconfigure them.
Well, as you put the goggles on, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
A wisdom one, because I'm so good at them.
Oh no, sorry.
9.
9. You are blinded for a minute. As you put the goggles on, there is nothing but blinding white light.
What did I say?
I'm gonna
just goes,
reach, and then I'm probably gonna try and make my way to the bowl of water to like wash my face in it.
But you cannot see. You are blind.
Yeah, no. But I mean, I can kind of, I knew where it was.
You all turn around and you see Nicknack doing this, like fumbling towards the front of the room, and kind of just into the central pedestal, and then you kind of reach your fingers over and into the pedestal, and you kind of just wash your face. And you blink, and after a minute, like after a lot of blinking and shaking your head, slowly blurred images start to come back into focus.
That was not a good idea, Nazum.
I take out my bauble.
What did you say?
Too much light.
What's that mean?
I think it's all magic. Which, if I'd thought about it, I'd have probably have known, because it like magically formed around us out of light.
Does the ball of Ellie's like shine or something? No? Okay.
No?
And is my prayer answered?
I try and catch the bauble in one of the beams.
It glows. It's glowing in this room. Anything silver, Fern, at this point in this room is glowing.
So Nazum is also a beacon of disco. I will walk to the pedestal and sniff at this water. I would like to, like, is it
okay?
Is there anything about this water at all?
Make me a nature check.
A nature check.
This oily residue from the top.
Yes, slight greasy residue from your face.
So I take that and pluck prayers on answers and
you would assume not.
Nature or survival?
Nature.
Okay, we're doing nature. Here it comes. Oh, 17 for a little Nazum.
It is indeed water.
Okay. I will take a sip.
You feel your thirst, if you had any, quenched. It is water.
The light of Lenora.
I didn't say that.
No, I read it.
You can read Celestial.
Zoom can read Celestial.
The light of Lenora what?
I'm just reading the inscription, DM.
Nara's light guides those who seek wisdom.
I take out a little mirror and try and get one of the beams to aim at the pedestal.
Do so. And the water receives that light, and it reflects that light, and the light shines upon the surface of the water.
I thought that would do it.
If it's that, then surely it actually is making a path, and see if you can make them link up and see where they're aiming. And I'm going to sit down and try and work out if I can do that with the beams.
Can you see the moon in the chamber?
As you look around the room, there are several depictions of moons all over the walls. 8, in fact, which these beams are emanating from across the room in different directions.
None of them bisect this pool?
None
And
of them.
where do the beams point to? No specific place.
No specific place. They're all randomly pointing in different directions across, depending on where their position is on the wall.
Okay.
Are they all full moons, or are they like the different quarters of the moon?
At the moment, they all appear to be full moons.
Where's the biggest one?
They're all the same size.
Okay.
Can I pick the one that the beam that goes to the lowest point and go and have a look where it's hitting?
You look at where it's hitting, not the moon
Yeah, so
itself.
the beam is going to a point, and I want to go and check that point out.
Okay. You check it out. You see stone wall,
I'm
stone
going to give it
flooring.
a poke.
Nothing happens. Just light shining on a surface.
I'm going to say out loud in Celestial what it says on the inscription. They're trying to make sense out of it.
Words of Celestial echo through this cavern. Ellie and Nicknack,
Yes.
hearing Celestial. Celestial words are not usually spoken to mortal ears. And this feels... It's like that weird combination between pain and pleasure. Like it's hearing a choir sing at such a high pitch that it hurts your ears, but it's not at a high pitch, but it's that same pain, that same discomfort.
She spoke the language of the gods.
Yes. Nazum, this doesn't affect you.
It was weird.
Does it have any effect other than our two companions?
No.
Please don't do that again.
Yeah, I'm with Ellie on that. That wasn't nice.
What?
If you want some good languages to swear in, I can give you some good swear words in Goblin.
So
You
can
d-
I.
You
Not
do
Goblin,
are
though.
aware this is my native language.
Yes, and it burns.
It's not a good choice.
My ears hurt.
Locke is going to. She's looking in the ball and she's going to start praying to Lunara because she would kind of need wisdom from what she has to do right now, because last night she didn't have for a long rest she didn't have any visit.
Make me a religion check.
Yeah. By the way, is the hen still okay? Because we're kind of in the holy place.
The hand is not here.
Okay.
Apparently undead aren't allowed.
Well,
Are Robo and Zoom and Link's here?
No.
Oh.
Just the four of you.
12.
12.
It's not going to do anything, I take.
Nope, nothing happens.
Um,
You hear nothing. Words echo in the chamber.
and there are no other exits from this room that we can see.
There are no doors. This room is completely stone down.
Can I go over to one of the moons instead? And I can twiddle the moon.
As you put your hands up to it and the light shines on it and you press against the moon, it swivels.
I can twiddle the moon
in the moon on the wall,
Where do you want me to point the moon?
as if it's on hinges and a swivel.
Aim it at the middle.
I will aim it at the bowl.
Okay, you aim it at the bowl and the beam shines down towards the light and the water in the bowl.
You can do the same with all the others.
I
Well,
start going
send-
round and aiming the others.
I got the low ones.
I send Mage Hand up to do the others.
Okay, and it directs the beams of light. 1,
Still in the same place.
2,
But yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You hear a rumbling and a vibration as the final moon is aligned. And you
I had
feel
to
the
move the moon
pedestal
so
pedestal
high.
starts to vibrate in front of you. You take a step back and the pedestal lowers into the ground, leaving a bowl of water left on the floor. The water starts to rise. The bowl fills and then starts to overflow along the floor, and it starts to spread across the floor of the room.
I would like to untwiddle one of the moons.
I'm going to try to
The beams of light have ceased at this point.
Okay.
He was just like off.
As soon as the altar has sank into the ground, the moons swivel back into their original positions, pull back into the wall slightly, and become inert. And water starts to fill this space. And it's not long before the entire floor of this chamber is under a few inches of water.
I would like to look up and see if there's any if there's a hole or a dome in the dome or anything above.
You look at the ceiling.
Yeah.
And you see writing that you cannot read.
What's that say?
Up.
You look up and you see celestial writing carved in a circle directly above the altar. And it says, "Follow the moon's eternal wane." The moons that have been pushed back into the ceiling and the walls around you that are no longer emitting beams are no longer full moons, but they are depictions of the moon in different stages of its lunar cycle. So I'm going to share my screen right now.
Sorry, French hat over here. What's the last part? Unwaving what?
Waning. Follow the moons.
Eternal waning, I think.
Follow the moon's eternal wane.
Follow the moon's eternal wane.
The wane.
So waxing moon and waning moons. So waxing is where the it's coming over. It is becoming full. Waning is where it's being covered up. If I'm correct.
Yep.
So.
And you should all be seeing a table now.
Yeah.
Of all the different depictions.
So we've got Death Star in position.
Across the wall.
So it's been covered, so it's like number 2? Waning, if I get that correctly. That's my French house talking here, because I'm...
having trouble with them.
Yeah.
You can only see this page right now, can't you? You can't see anything else that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I always get paranoid.
Oh, if it's fully waned, isn't that not the dark one? It's not there at all.
The eternal wane. So it's a sequence, isn't it? So waning. Okay. Does it move in the same orbit that we're used to seeing in Earth when we've seen the moon wane?
Yes.
Okay,
in the
cool.
traditional sense, yes.
Yeah.
Apart from the addition of Nyx.
Yes. Okay, cool. That is important. Because the moon goes left to right. Or sorry, the shadow moves left to right over the surface of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So the waning, so when it's eclipsed is 5. It'd be like It'd be 5, 3, 8, 6. That'd be the waning of it. It's 5.
I would do.
Sorry, Luke, can you repeat that again for me?
So, what the clue?
Follow the moon's eternal wane.
Yeah.
So, when we go to these buttons now, do they appear to move or have any function? If we look at these moons now.
So you go to the moon and you put your fingers on it and you feel like there's a little bit of pressure there.
Okay.
Like it can be pushed.
No, you see, I would say the waning was going from its full one, so 1, then to 7, then to 4, then to 2, then to 5.
Yeah. 1,
That
2.
order and hope for the best.
No, that would be 1, 7. Sorry, 1, 7, 4, 2, 5.
Yeah. That's what
3, 8, 6.
yeah.
If I counted that correctly.
Given.
That would yeah, but you want to go to its waning, so its eternal waning would be 5, because the later ones are going for the waxing, so that's when it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
So 1 is the start of the full moon.
Yeah, 1, 7, 4, 2, 5 is what I reckon it is.
The water starts to rise. It is now about a foot deep as you are deliberating this.
I'm gonna press 1.
I think we
1.
press them in that order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
We're pressing that in that order, I take.
Yeah.
In the order that we gave you.
You feel the water pressure increase.
Oh dear.
The
Okay.
water starts to rise.
Other way away. Other way
you
around.
feel a surge and increase of water as it goes up another foot.
I
to rise at what the pressure of what it did before.
I picked Nicknack up.
Yeah, that's like almost as tall as me.
Yeah, I picked Nicknack up.
I mean, okay, so this order didn't work, so we go the other way around.
Well, if you want to just follow the eternal waning, like 5 is surely it's waned completely.
Yeah. So
pressing 5. And as you press it in, it stays sunk in. And it doesn't come back out.
Okay.
It goes
5 is correct.
And it locks in place.
Okay. So we need to go the other sequence.
So are we going in reverse or are we going to go?
Yeah, we're going in reverse.
That
seems.
We're going in the same order of where the moon moves, but starting at 5.
Yeah.
So it would be 5.
5, 2, 4, 7.
Hold on. 5.
No, that's 5, 3, 8, 6, 1, and then the other way around.
5. Then the moon moves over a little bit. 3.
3, then 8.
8.
Yeah.
Then 6. Then 1, 7, 4. And then it'll be back to. Oh no, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2. Is that right? I'm gonna do it again. Sorry, let's write it down. So it's fully eclipsed at 5.
You tell me which one are we doing first. So you start with 5. Tell me what number you're going with next.
Okay, so it reveals the next little bit of the moon.
The next one is 3.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Press in 3. As you push in 3, it immediately rejects back out, and you feel another well of pressure as another
Okay.
foot of water.
Incorrect.
And now we're back out to 3 foot.
So it's 2 then.
It's 2 then.
Okay.
And
2.
5 comes back out.
Oh,
Okay.
so press
So
5 back.
5,
Five.
2.
Press 2.
So you press 5,
Mhm.
then you press 2. 2 locks in place.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. No, not 8.
Oh, no, sorry, not 8.
4.
4.
4.
I am now giving Nicknack one of them piggybacks you give kids where they sit on your shoulders.
I get to do the ratatouille and try and see you with your hair.
Yeah, so the water is now at 3 foot height.
I'm still
Hence
fine,
why
but
I'm
you guys
carrying
aren't.
Nicknack. Nazoom, how tall are you?
I mean,
Look,
if
can
you're
you get
reborn,
the
you don't
zoom?
need. If you're
To be
reborn,
honest,
you don't
though,
need to breathe.
If you're like wooden, do you not float?
DM. Question.
Look, I haven't thought
DM.
about that at all.
How buoyant is Nazoom?
How buoyant is Nazoom? Considering he's part metal, part wood, I'm going to say, while
So-
parts of him want to float, there's other parts that also want to sink.
So-
Nazoom is part
I'm
metal.
going to say no, you do not float. You are not a living
Oh.
buoyant raft.
Yeah.
I didn't even
So-
know you were part metal.
I have made you
that's the
overpowered as it
silver
is.
Fern.
I am not giving you any more
Yeah.
than that.
So for the order, 5, 2, 4, 7, 1, 6, 8, 3.
Do you do that order?
Sure.
It's the
Every
most
time you
logical
list
one.
numbers at me,
Okay.
I'm going to forget before you get to the beginning.
You go around, and if you follow that order exactly, each moon locks in place.
Okay.
The moment you initiate the last moon, the water starts to drain from the floor. It stops rising and it starts to sink
I do this. Just off.
to the point where it is now about a foot in level of water, and then it stops draining.
Nazoom just exhales a load of water and starts breathing air again.
The light dims. The only light in this room now is what is emanating from the individuals with silver fern. Except
I'm sorry, Nazoom. I thought luck might get you or you'd swim. I didn't realise you'd just sink.
in the
Except-
center of the room,
Mhm.
where the altar was, where the bowl is, there's a dim glow of light. That's some silver lunar light just emanating and glowing slightly from below the water service, shining through the water.
I'll walk over, put my head straight under and have a look. Oh, we lost your voice for
Oh.
a second there.
There you go.
Can you hear me? You just see light shining upwards from that central point.
Do we jump in the light?
Nazoom's already
Luck
in
is
it.
going for it.
And you
How
hear
big is the puddle?
a gentle voice whispering in your ears. Reflection reveals truth.
Looks through the water.
I'm looking in the light, yeah. In the water where the light is.
What is the value of truth if spoken in darkness?
What is the value of truth?
It's still the truth.
It would illuminate the darkness.
Glows a little bit brighter.
Hope.
Glows a little bit brighter.
Yeah, it likes us.
It dims a little.
The light dims a little bit.
Like some of us.
You speak the truth.
Truth in darkness is the beacon of hope for those who have lost their way. It is the light that guides us out of ignorance.
Area of which the light is shining through the water begins to spread.
This religious stuff is a bit weird.
Shrinks back
For
down a little bit.
those, don't insult. Don't
Let's
insult.
go, shut up!
God.
Like the truth is the truth, and like sort of if it's like
I would like to do this to Nicknack.
I would like GM to
Those
from
who can only speak truth in the dark, it is simply life.
The light dims.
I would like TM to from all my studies of religious text of Lunara and all
I
I've
will just
know
choke you out.
about truth when you think to recite them religiously. Like I've learned them. I've been taught them.
Make me a religion check.
I'm gonna poke Ellie. Like and if that doesn't work, I'll stick my tongue out.
Oh, that's not bad. It's 15.
Not gonna work, mate. I'm not even human.
You remember.
Do you want us to roll? To be honest.
You remember. 15, did you say?
15.
Yeah.
Okay, you remember 6 phrases from your time as a child where you were taken to chapel. And you would attend both Solara and Lunara. And you remember 6 specific phrases that were spoken by those that worshipped Lunara in morning prayers. Truth is always valuable when hidden. Truth in darkness holds potential, waiting to be revealed. Truth in darkness tests faith. Truth is a beacon even in the darkest of times. Truth spoken in darkness gains strength in silence. In darkness, truth holds the power of reflection.
Why don't you look at Elaine's prayer book?
And as you utter those 6 phrases, the water once again drains. The light subsides and the altar rises in the center of the room. The moons in the wall start to offer a dim glow, and in the center of the altar is no longer a bowl containing water, but a book.
Gently take the book.
As you pick up the book, there is a bright flash of silver lunar light. You all close your eyes, and as you open them, you find yourselves once again in the grove, standing around the stone, and luck you hold a book in your hands.
What is it?
Is the key piece still in the notch?
Yep.
I open it.
I'll take the key piece.
You can't.
I
You
can't.
attempt to, and the moon is lodged in the rock. It will not move. It has fused with the stone.
Oh, no one has used this then. Nicknack, you thought they was doing weird stuff to the down here.
Cluck, you have this book in your hands, and it is ancient but not frail. as if preserved magically. Its pages feel new and fresh, like they were printed only a mere hours ago. Yet the leather that binds it, the dark blue hue, the metal embroidery on the joints, it feels old. And yet you can't read a word that flows through its pages. It is an ancient text. There are words here that you could not even call them words. They are symbols, they are runes, they are tomes, they are you know of lunaric symbols and solaric symbols and their runology. This is different. There are some things which look similar and then others completely foreign.
What's it say?
I don't know. It's an ancient language. I need to study this, but
Can I have a look?
give it back after, would you?
Okay.
How much time has passed?
You look up, it's still the night sky. Through the canopy of the trees, you see the stars, the glow of moonlight. The wind breezes through the branches and the ferns sway softly in the breeze.
Has
Right.
the moon
Uh,
moved?
Can't tell from underneath the canopy of the trees.
Are Robo and Zoom and links here?
Yeah, they're exactly where they were when they left, as if you'd never been gone.
Okay. Can I have a look at the symbols and things? I'm
Yes.
assuming I don't understand the language. What I'm trying to see is if it would match any of Master Ileron's like runes or symbols or stuff in all the books I got to see with him.
Ooh.
Like I knew an old wizard.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's literally the thing. I know a guy.
I knew an old wizard.
This one time?
Make me a history check.
History, you say?
This one time? A
Yeah.
wizard camp?
17.
You know your master used to hold 2 books.
Yes.
One which was a wizard's book, their spell book, and then another that he obsessively worked over, writing and rewriting, tearing out pages. There was once a time where he tore out a page, and usually he's very, very careful and he burns them. You managed to save one. And it had a strange symbol on it. And it looked something like one of the symbols in this book. But you can't be certain.
Just to clarify, the message that Elaine told me was that Master Ileron went back to Erindoor. And I should meet him.
Alen recounted that when they were on their way to Grove Watch and they were trying to think of a way to get rid of him or how to kill him, or they were all worried because they've never dealt with such a magic user before, that the problem solved itself and that he turned to them and said he'd received a message that he must urgently return to Erindoor upon business.
Okay.
He apologized that he could not fulfill his promise to aid, but he had to leave at once to Erindoor and requested that Nicknack was told of where he was going.
So I will go through like Robonazoom's pack of stuff, and I'll pull out the matching symbol because I will have kept it.
Okay.
See, I think this is like that, and I think we need to go to Erindoor to work it out.
What is Erindoor? The place where stone comes from. How will stones help?
Not a stone. It's a wizard.
Where magic people stay.
Where did you get that?
That was Master Elron. He had it. He like writes and stuff. He's like, I think he's trying to write like the ultimate magic book or history book. I don't quite know. Because he won't let me read it. And
Whatever this is, we need to go see him.
If he can read it, maybe he can give us evidence. Maybe we can get Luck town back. But
We're
what's
going. Now.
Ah. Okay, you know the way? Never been.
it's like that way.
Okay.
Is it really that way, DM?
Nicknack, make me a survival check.
Oh, God.
Are we ready for this? -1. It's that way.
What did you
was
roll?
I rolled a 4, so 3.
Yep. He's absolutely convinced it is northeast. Northwest, even, sorry.
Nazim has never been, so Nazim will go. Okay, let's go.
On the
Misc's
code.
from there. And Misc has got to roll better than him.
Has been to Erindoor before.
What did you
What
say,
if-
Luke?
Misk has been to Erindoor before.
Yeah. Can I roll?
Yeah, you would know where Erindoor is from here.
But
You're a
you-
little bit more inclined that way in regards to direction.
You pay
Yeah.
attention to where
I
you
have a-
go.
I have a 13 instead of a 3.
You gently go over to Nicknack and you just rotate him so while he's pointing, so it's just
Well, you can go that way or that way.
Yeah, but if you keep going, you'll have to go round and round again.
They still get to the same place.
cross the sea to get there. But yeah,
You seem to know where Erindoor is. Ellie.
I knew somebody who stayed there for a while.
Insight! I don't believe you one bit.
Where's-
deception and insight, please.
Where is the
Technically, it's true because you knew someone that stayed there a while. That was me.
Also, the fact that kind of a few changelings live there.
Not fucking 2026.
Ah, let me try. I'm full of shit. Sort of. I do know somebody who
This
stays
sort
there.
of, while you believe that he does know somebody that was there,
Yeah, being a
was-
little sucker.
there's something wrong with that statement. It is definitely, you see through that he is barefaced. Well, she is barefaced, not telling the truth right now. But you believe they know Erindoor, but how is they're full of shit.
Ellie, is this your mumbo jumbo magic kind of thing that you're not supposed to tell anyone?
Family live there.
Hmm.
She knows enough, man. If I say family live there.
All right, let's go. You are leading the way, Ellie.
You hear a slight crash as Nazum has like stumbled into a bush in the direction that Nicknack was originally pointing in, and hasn't realised, and then kind of like stands up and says, "Well, oh," turns around and comes following the other way.
You have a long way to go.
Look,
Yeah, I missed the horse.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. How far would it take to walk to Erindoor?
to walk to Erindoor.
Because that's effectively what we'd have to do.
To walk to Erindoor, let me get my map up.
Oh no.
Weeks, isn't it?
It's a long old time. Where's my map gone?
I think Alayer will give us some horses to get us out of town quicker.
I'm planning on it, Nicknack. I'm just waiting to hear this.
She doesn't like us much.
Yep, so
She doesn't have to
Erindoor
like us.
is probably going to take the best part of we're talking
Days, weeks, months.
2 to 3 months.
By
Oof.
foot.
Months.
How do you get her, Ellen, if you know people there?
Back of a caravan.
Ah,
They were trading for the festival.
Frank came with a wizard.
you rode the wizard?
No.
I mean, kind of. You teleported nearby.
Where?
And then travelled into town.
Where did you
We-
teleport it?
We don't know that. Nicknack
Over
hasn't
there,
said
that
that.
way.
He has no sense of direction.
Does he?
Have you not realised that he doesn't pay much attention?
Clue.
He gets pulled from place to place by this wizard constantly. He just, for years now, he's just accepted it and just trundled along like.
I trundle along and I get to like see cool stuff and like work out cool stuff and
Luke,
things.
I would like to cause problems again.
Go on.
I want to say, I turn towards the group and say, if it's going to take a while, I should get us some horses. And I start walking back towards town.
Ellie,
We'll stay here for a second.
Ellie,
Yes?
search for a caravan. Don't steal anything.
I wasn't going to steal. I was going to ask nicely.
It's not going to work, and you
It's
know
not
it.
Ellie that's going to be asking nicely.
Mara's going to turn up to the stables and just be like, I need a horse.
Several oars. Or maybe 3, because 2 of you are very small, so you could share.
Just get us a little donkey.
Yeah. Mara's going to turn up and ask for horses.
Mara's there because she works the night shift.
It doesn't matter as long as she's not near the
Adapted now,
stables.
He probably doesn't anymore.
Mara's had a long day.
True. Mara's probably still in her office.
Mara's still probably
Dealing with
filling in
problems.
paperwork. Arranging a funeral.
I mean, I could do Veyla and just fuck up their entire plan.
Back from the dead. Liam's just maybe reconsidered joining the guard. And he sees Veyla walk past. Liam just screams.
So you're all stood in the grove, holding this book.
I wasn't joking.
Considering your next steps, and that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
I wasn't joking about impersonating the captain of the guard and just taking a couple
I
of
think that's
Requisitioning horses.
Yeah, I think that's a safe move for next session. Like, we set up camp at the old ruin near the town, because then we can check and see
Grove
if...
Watch.
Not Grove Watch, the other one. The one
the
that's
room
close...
where Teely hides.
Where Tina.
Yeah.
Trina.
Yeah, up in the
Trina.
tower.
Yeah.
Two
That
Ts.
area. And then we can sort of set up... We can be away from town, but still observe town. So we can probably hear any trouble going on. See if any of the other bandit folk are still like causing trouble. And then we can like wait for Ellie to get horses, and just pray that all of Ellie's and Luck's ceremonies and Ellie's kind of tying up loose ends has not left Suva in the lurch too much.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for playing.
Well, thank
I
you,
hope you
DM.
have
It
enjoyed the
was-
session.
Yeah.
It's grand. I loved it.
And yeah. On
Cool.
to some intrigue.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you, Luke. And I
That's
will
what.
see
Stop
I
the
you.
like the little
recording.
puzzle.
Yeah, they're really lovely.
Yeah, even though I cannot translate, I can translate
Waning.
a bit. Yeah. Need to work on my English.
What do you call it when the moon is unveiling then?
So you've got waning and you've got waxing.
Yeah, no, but what is it in French?
Oh,
You forgot the French word for it as well, haven't you?
no. Technically, we don't really have a word for that. If I were to translate word to word, it would basically called should I say that? Like a decreasing or an increasing moon, depending
Yeah.
if it's going full or not.
They ain't
Google
got like a
says
special
it's
word.
Classy
Like-
liquid.
And day croissant.
Une
That's
lune décroissante et une lune croissante.
Croissant.
Voilà. Shut up!
That's what Google says.
That's
Yeah.
what they're called because they're shaped like little moons.
True.